YouTube be playing. They be putting an ad on when I press the shit. You can't do that. You just sit there and listen to this shit.
Policy Genius
Every
lets you
time.
shop over 15 life insurance companies in one place.
They be playing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Policy Genius lets you shop over 15 life insurance
YouTube, what up?
companies in one place.
They be playing.
You gotta turn that. Ladies and gentlemen. Greetings and salutations. What's up with the volume?
Nah, we got YouTube. What up? We good. We good.
Yeah.
Have to let the people see us.
Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up? What's up, Ernest? What's up? YouTube, what's up? EYLU, what's going on?
We haven't done real estate in a long time, man.
It's been a minute since we connected with our bro.
We've been talking about stocks so much.
Yeah.
Before we was talking about real estate all the time.
That was it. Shout out to our bro, Ian Dunlap. Market Mondays was on fire this Monday.
Shout out to Ian. Shout out to the bro, man. Yeah.
We back. It's been a few Thursdays since we've been here. Sabrina, what up?
It's been about a month.
BX, yo. Yeah.
It's been about a month, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Thursdays all day. You know that. We're gonna keep making it all day too.
Yeah, we
got something for y'all.
We ready to get into it. Waiting on MG, the mortgage guy, to fall in. Volume, yeah.
Da.
Hope everybody is staying safe out there.
There you go.
In the midst of the madness that's going on right now with Corona and all of this is crazy right now. It's nonstop. Just when you think this thing is a little safe outside, it just gets crazier and crazier.
There you go.
Matt.
You got a new pick with the fire line.
Yeah.
My boy got the touch up crazy.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfect, bro.
Yeah, you good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you good, bro.
You good.
We hear you.
We hear you. Hello? Say something.
Yeah. You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we
You
good.
Yeah. Good. Now my speakers was off.
All right.
What's good, people?
Yo, you look like you in the back cave, bro. What's good?
Yeah, man.
You
I like it.
We over here cooking up something, man.
I like it. I like what I see. I like what I see.
Got the new studio, man.
Yeah, MG Workshops. We out here. EYL University. Shout out to all the earners. Great to be back on the platform, fellas. Love what y'all been doing out here. Top 10.
I appreciate that, man. It's been a while since the last time we chopped it up, man. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always education, legendary content whenever we link up. So yeah.
Troy,
man.
what's good, Troy?
Everything good, man. It's been almost a year since we put out that legendary episode, man. A lot has changed since then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot has definitely changed. It's no longer the GOAT episode, but it's all good. A lot has changed, but it's all good, man. I love the growth of the podcast. I love the platform. I'm truly humbled and honored to be witnessing, a dynasty happening right now.
It's crazy. It's powerful to see like what we can do when we come together. You know what I'm saying? Like that was your thing, collaboration over competition. And we've been living that, man. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting collaboration, because that's what this is, man. This is real excellence.
Oh yeah, man. Collaboration is definitely greater than competition every day of the week, man. So look what can be accomplished if we all just put our heads together and start thinking. In its infant stages,
That's a
Big
fact.
fact.
So we're gonna get into it. So I'll lay out the format of what we're gonna do today. So yeah, shout out to everybody on EYL University on the check-in. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. So once a month we do these we call open enrollment class. So we have weekly webinars for EYL University. That's our university, online university. And usually every Wednesday we do Zoom classes, and it's on a variety of different topics from a variety of different teachers. And it's an interactive situation where the teacher presents, and then it's a question and answer, and then it's like, it's a whole situation. So once a month we make it public. It's on YouTube, just to try to give people, an open window to actually see, what we do inside of EYL University. So this is that for this month. And this is a special one too, because this is the last day. Tomorrow, the price of EYL University is actually going up. So at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, the price is going up. So you got like, a little under like 16 hours or something like that. So if you're interested, we still running a promo code 40% off. And the annual membership is like $199. So
for the
it's
year.
just so much value. Yeah, it's 70 past courses, weekly courses, access to our private real estate group on Facebook, movie club, book club. And then Matt does a bi-weekly real estate conversation with the earners. So it's a whole dope experience. So we're going to do that. And then also today, so, we know it's Corona, it's difficult for a lot of people. So, as Josh Chris once said, it's a blessing to be a blessing. So if we, just to be able to have a business that's still up and running, we feel very fortunate and very humbled. So we're going to give away some money. We're going to give away some money to some people in EYL University.
So wait a minute. You talking about giving away money. How much are you giving away?
I mean, we're going to see, man. We're going to see, man. But we're going to give away some money to people on YouTube, a few people on YouTube, and a few people on EYL University as well.
That's the story we heard on Monday was crazy, right? We gave away money. Well, Ian gave away money on Market Mondays and ended up being connected to somebody that called in.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow. That story was I'm not sure if you heard the story, was so crazy, man. But like, yeah, it's a blessing to be a blessing. And it took a lot to be able to give. So we worked hard to be in the position to actually give back. So anytime we get a chance to, we definitely will.
So that's the rundown for this situation. So without further ado, I'm gonna put the code in YouTube for the 40% off of the membership. So Matt, okay, it's a lot going on right now as far as real estate is concerned. And like I said, we've been focusing a lot of energy on the stock market lately. Shout out to Market Mondays, Ian Dunlap. And the stock market's been on fire, but real estate quietly is still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't collapsed. People still making money. It's just not as popular as stocks right now. But I felt like, we had to revisit this. And I wanted to, kind of, like I said, a lot of times on the podcast, we talk to big business. We talk to DJ Envy and Caesar and Lord of the Slums. And these guys got 100 doors and 500 doors and all that. And it's like the average person doesn't have that. So it's great information, but it's like for somebody just starting out, or for somebody that has 2 apartments, or somebody that has like one investment home, right? Like, what's the information for them? Like, so, we're going to bring it back to the basics and let people know not only what's going on in the market, but information for first-time investors, for investors that, have less than 10 doors. And that's probably like 99% of the population. So
there's a lot of people that even in this market are still trying to get their first home. So it's important that we give out the information because, like I said, everybody's needs a home. And everybody at some point, hopefully, will become an investor or a homeowner. So we're going to cater to them right now. Yeah. Matt, I'm going to make you the host. All right, bro?
All right, make me the host.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, I think you guys hit it right on the point, right? There's a lot of people out here that's still in the beginning stages that still need to know the ABCs and just know the necessary steps, like that blueprint to get you to the finish line. And there's a lot of information out there.
Matt, speak up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we're hearing you perfect right now.
Yeah. So I gotta put it like this. All right. So there's a lot of information out there in the marketplace. So ultimately, EYL gives a platform where the information is real. So I hope people are able to learn and get value from tonight's class, and be able to go ahead and execute. Right? That's the main thing. Going out there and going. So this is going to be a little bit of the ABCs. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of advanced stuff, but questions and answers. That's the foundation of what we do. You know what I'm saying? So earners, get your questions ready. If a few of you guys are first-time home buyers, first-time investors, be prepared with questions. My presentation is probably going to be about 20 minutes long. I'm going to keep it quick and brief and just give you guys a general landscape of what's going on right now in the market and what programs are available out there and why you should ultimately feel the urge after tonight to go out and execute on your real estate goals. No matter how big, how small. If you want to go from 10 doors to 20, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go from 0 to 2, hopefully tonight will help you have a better understanding.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, bet. So I got host controls.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right, bet. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yep.
Yeah, we
can see
good.
it.
We ready to
can see
roll.
it. Yeah.
All right, bet. All right. So all my earners, man. Again, pen and pads ready. YouTube, what's going on? My name is Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, but better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. So we're gonna go through a little bit of real estate 101, but this is how you guys.
Matt, try to hold your thing up. Yeah.
You still can't hear me?
Nah,
yeah, you're great right
just
now, bro.
Keep it like that.
All right, my bad. So look, here's all my information. The slides tonight, I'll make them available on the Facebook group. If you email me for the slides, I'll try to send them to you as well. The email is info@MG the Mortgage Guy. But if you're a member of the private Facebook group, it will be on the private Facebook group tonight, the slides. Here's all my social media handles. If you don't follow me, website coming soon, mgthemortgageguy.com. But right now, YouTube, Instagram, MG the Mortgage Guy, and LinkedIn. You can find me over there as well.
Yo,
Matthew Garland.
Congrats on 80,000, bro.
I hit 80,000 tonight.
Yeah, congrats.
Oh, that's dope. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. What's up?
Yeah.
You out? Where's the key? No. The front door key. Hold on one second. This is live. No, bring it to me. Bring it to me. Because I don't want to get locked out, bro. Nah, bring it to me, please. All right, this is live. So tonight's agenda, right? We're gonna talk about the real estate market update, investor loan programs that are available, COVID-19, and why you need to invest, like I said, right? So COVID-19 came along. Good looking, bro. Appreciate it. Huh? All right. You're looking. All right. So COVID-19 came along. Sorry, guys, this is live. I'm actually in my office working. COVID-19 came along. Over 4.3 million homeowners are now in forbearance plans, right? The U.S. unemployment has declined 13.3 to 13.3% in May, down from 14.7 in April. The next job report is coming out on Friday, July 3rd, 2020, 8:30 a.m. So that report is going to be interesting, and I want you guys to really pay attention to that. Let's see if these numbers are going to keep declining as America's reopening, to see if more jobs are being added. All right. Inventory of homes right now are at an all-time low. So what that basically means, homes are coming on the market right now, guys, and they're flying. Over COVID-19, over quarantine, I visited about 13 cities on my YouTube page, different markets from the Bay Area, New York, Philly. I mean, we kind of touched all the major markets, and we still have more to come this summer. But everyone said the same thing during COVID-19, that homes were still flying off the shelf. So if you're in the market to buy, you definitely want to go ahead and make strong offers, and we can have a different conversation about that at another time. All right. Mortgage lending. So they're predicting right now mortgage lending is going to surge to a 14-year high in 2020. That's because of the low interest rates that we have right now. They're saying there's going to be $2.6 trillion of mortgages made. That's the most since the Wild Cowboy days, right? So this is all good things that's happening right now. Mortgage money is available. America is going to keep lending. Mortgage applications right now rose to the highest levels in 11 years, fueled by the low interest rates. You got a lot of refinances in the market. They're saying there's going to be over $1 trillion lent to just refinances alone this year, right? So if you are a homeowner watching this, if you have investment properties, if you haven't looked into refinancing, you should, all right? Interest rates are ridiculously low, all right? Permits to build new homes in the U.S. jumped more than 14% in May. Again, another good sign that the market is starting to turn over. A lot of states started reopening in May. Texas, Florida, new home building, permits. There's a lot of activity that's happening. Chris Senegal, alumni, he's still building everything in Houston, right? You know, you got guys out there that are still building during COVID-19. So this is a good sign for the economy. Inventory of homes for sale, like I said, is at an all-time low, but home equity has also increased 6.5% year over year. Now, this is based off of, this is an interesting stat, and I want to bring this to your attention, right? This is prior to COVID-19 hit the United States. This is first quarter. This chart is measuring from first quarter 2019 to first quarter 2020. All right. Home equity has rose 6.5%. The market was on fire prior to COVID-19 coming. So with COVID-19 coming, it didn't really slow up much, right? It slowed up appraisals getting done, title orders. It slowed up like the mechanics, but now a closing may not go 2 weeks. It may go 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks, right? But it still will close. So this is going to be an interesting stat to kind of take a look at going forward as we really measure the effects, the long-term effects of COVID-19 is really paying attention to this. And that's why I wanted to bring this number to you guys' attention tonight, just so you can have this in your mind, because the second quarter is almost all over. Well, we got like another 6 days, and then we're in the third quarter. So let's really see how those numbers, and maybe on an update later this summer, we'll see what the second quarter numbers look like too, to see if we see any decline year over year. All right. But that's just kind of a brief market update of where everything stands right now in the market. Forbearance is high. Jobs are coming back to the market. So we should see a lot of those forbearance plans. People are already in the process of getting off of them, starting to refinance and get back into repayment plans. People are going back to work. So these are all good signs that's happening, that's keeping the mortgage market and the real estate market going. Now, it's funny is one thing that you said in the beginning, Rashad. You were saying that real estate is not really popular, but in my world, it's the hottest thing smoking, right? Stocks, I can't keep up with you guys. Market Monday is phenomenal. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to you guys with the stocks. I'm in a chat with you guys with the options and all this and all that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay in my lane, right? I'm gonna stay to real estate because real estate is always going to be hot, no matter if the stock market goes up or down. Real estate market is going to go up and down. It's still going to move. If prices go low, people buy. If they go high, people still buy, right? You just got to invest either which way. So, anybody got any questions before I go into this next segment? Because I'm trying to breeze through this.
I'm looking at the hands. No hands right now. You good?
All right, cool. So let's get into the investor loan programs, right? So COVID-19 came. A lot of things changed with the underwriting guidelines, but I'm here to tell you guys a lot of programs are opening back up. So we're going to talk about tonight conventional financing using traditional Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac income-based financing to buy your first property or your 10th property. Hard money loans. We're going to talk about that. There's been a lot of changes, but a lot of hard money private lenders are opening back up again. I had conversations with several of them over the past week. Programs are coming back. Flexibility is coming back. So we're going to go through, what I found. And asset-based lending, my favorite, right? Income-based loans, your exit strategy to get out of a hard money loan if you're doing a buy, fix, and then you want to hold it long term. So that's the great thing that I want to report to you guys, that asset-based loans are really coming back to full swing. So I'm gonna break these programs down for you. So conventional financing, minimum 680 credit score. So I'm just going to give you guys kind of like the ABCs, what you need to qualify for, and then we go through Q&A. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have a lot of questions about this stuff. So minimum 680 credit score. It's a full documentation loan, meaning it's income based, right? W-2s, tax returns, pay stub, just like you're going to buy your primary residence, right? Your minimum down payment is 15 to 25% of the purchase price. Now, a single family or condo investment property, you can put down as little as 15%. Multifamilies, duplex, triplex, quads, 25% down payment, no ifs, ands, buts about it. Maximum seller's concession is 3%. A seller's concession, guys, is when a seller agrees to pay a portion of your closing costs. So $100,000 sales price, a 3% concession, $3,000 that the seller is going to pay. 1 to 4 family properties, like I said, Fannie Mae approved condos. The max loan amount is based off the Fannie Mae loan limits. Single families are $510,000. If you live in high cost areas like New York, Cali, areas like that, single family goes up to $765,000, and you can go up to $1.4 million with a 4-family property. All right. Rehab money is available for conventional investment properties. Only one family properties are allowed currently under the Fannie Mae Homestyle program. That program right now, you need about a 660 credit score to start off with that. 6 to 12 months of reserves are required for each property owned. Now, this is one of the big things with conventional loans, the reserve requirement. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will allow you to have up to 10 finance properties, but for each finance property, you need to have 6 to 12 months of reserves for each property. It could be in a retirement plan, liquid, but you have to document it, right? And this is where conventional financing gets a little bit tricky because some investors they just don't have that type of reserves handy. But one of the main reasons why you guys will want to go with conventional financing is because of the interest rates. The interest rates are going to be really cheap. I mean, right now, we're locking in people in the low 4% range on 30-year fixed mortgages. Even had a couple come in the high threes for investment properties, multifamilies, refinances, and purchases. So that's one of the main reasons why you would go with a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac conventional financing, because you really want to take that cheap money that's available. Now, your LLC can be vested in the deed post-closing if you are 100% owner of that LLC and you're the owner of the property. But the mortgage will be in your personal name, okay? You cannot get a mortgage in your LLC with conventional financing, all right? So conventional financing, again, many of clients of mine have used this to buy Airbnb properties, single families that they want to rehab and rent them out long-term because the money is just so cheap. But if you don't, again, income base, W-2s, tax returns, pay stubs, that's the documents that we need to see. Rental income, we can help use to help you qualify if you have a history of collecting rental income on your tax returns. So those are the kind of the basics of the conventional program. All right, so let's move on. We going through this okay, guys?
Yeah, you good? We good.
All right. So hard money loans, right? So hard money loans, favorite of most investors, especially if you're going to do a fix and flip. You want to buy foreclosed property that's a multifamily, but you want to hold it in the long run. You want to go the hard money route. This is the way to get the quickest, cheapest, fastest money. If you're buying at an auction, if you're buying, at one of those properties, if they say all cash, typically hard money is allowed. So you have very flexible times with this. Oh, let me get back to conventional real quick. Closing time with conventional loans are going to be around 30 to 60 days, just depending on the lender also. And that's very important if you're in a competitive bidding war on a property. You need to be able to close fast. So that's a con with conventional loans for investors. Just want to throw that out there. Closing time with hard money, typically around 2 weeks. Some guys say they can do it in 10 days, but I'll tell yourself, just prepare for 2 weeks closing. There's no income verification. So unlike traditional Fannie Mae loans, you don't need W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns. You don't need any of that information. The property is in your LLC's name. You will personal guarantee it with probably 95% of the hard money private lenders out there. They will take a look at your credit score. That's why they need a minimum of 620 to 660. Just depends on who you're going to. Some people are still at 620. Some people want the highest score. It just all depends on who you're talking to. But you don't need no income documentation. All right. Minimum down payment, depending on experience, will be anywhere right now from 15 to 30%. If you have a lot of experience, you can probably get the higher financing. But if you don't have experience, if you're a first timer right now, you can expect to put down 20 to 30% down payment. 100% rehab course is available at a 65% ARV. All right. Pre-COVID, you had some very aggressive lenders out there that will.
Can you just explain what ARV is? So
after renovated value, okay. After renovated value is your ARV. So it's basically the comps, right? That's basically what you have to look at when you're going into any type of rehab situation. So easy numbers, right? How you figure out 65% ARV. Say you got $50,000 acquisition price, $15,000 in repairs at 65,000 total between rehab and acquisition. The home will be worth 100,000 per the comps. The comps are comparable sales, typically within a 1 mile radius of the property sold within the past 6 months. Depending on the area, if there's not enough sales, the appraiser can go further out in time or in distance. They just have to notate that, but that's pretty much what you want to look for as the comps, and that's going to determine. So in that situation, it's $100,000 comps. It will sell for 100K, so your ARV in that situation is 65%.
Man, Matt, what kind of interest rates are we looking at for hard money?
So boom, there we go. Interest rates are going to be somewhere in that right now 9 to 15% range, depending on who you talk to, your relationships, new or seasoned investor. You know, the guys who've been out here consistently doing numbers, they're still getting that 9 to 10% with the more favorable terms right now. The people who are new are getting the 13 to 14% and the 25 to 30% down payment. So it's just all depends on where you are in life. But again, a lot of them are starting to, as America's starting to reopen, construction started, people are starting to loosen that up. So from what I'm hearing, by mid-summer, beginning August, somewhere around there, the requirements for down payment should go back up if things keep moving the way they're going right now.
Gotcha.
All right. So 1 to 4 family investment properties only. You can't buy your primary residence and get a hard money loan. It's only investment properties. Some hard money lenders are requiring reserves anywhere from 3 to 6 months. But again, depending on your relationships and who you are, you probably don't need no reserves.
And that's one good thing, not to cut you off, Matt, but not to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off. But that's, yeah, we did a hard money class on EYL University because a lot of people ask all the time, like, you know, who should I contact about hard money and stuff like that. And there's a variety of different people, but it's all about relationships. So that's one of the things that we try to provide at EYL University also, is that, you know, you have direct access to these people. So I believe the gentleman that did the classes, he works with DJ Envy and Caesar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kevin is a great guy. We can, you know, he's the go-to for the team. I work a lot with him. He closes a lot of deals for everybody. So yeah, he's that guy we use.
And he gave everybody his contact and all that, right?
Absolutely. A lot of the people have been in touch with Kevin, getting deals done. So he's made himself available for EYL University members.
Dope.
Yeah, dope. All right.
So 3 to 6 months of reserves, depending on the lender. Closing your LLC name only. Experience is preferred, but it's not required. All right. Licensed contractor is required. Some lenders don't care if you have a licensed contractor or not. Just all depends on the lender. 12-month terms, typically for hard money. So you got to have your exit strategies. You got to know how you're getting rid of that property for you newcomers. You don't want to get foreclosed on. You can get extensions depending on who you're talking to, anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. For an extensions, it's going to come at a fee. It's probably going to be very expensive. And like I said earlier, Troy, interest rates on hard money loans right now ranging between 9 and 15%. And with the points is 2 to 4 points. Now, points is 1% of your loan amount. So if it's $100,000 loan, you're looking at 2 points. That's $2,000, right? The smaller the loan, the more points you're going to be charged. The least amount of experience, the more points you're going to get charged. The more experienced, the cheaper the rate, the cheaper the cost.
All the terms usually just 12 months, or have we seen them extended past 12, like 12 to 18?
Yeah, you've seen them extend up to 18. You know, there's a lot of lenders that had to do forbearance because some investors just couldn't work, right, during COVID. So, you know, a lot of that is now starting to reopen up again. So extensions might be a little bit more generous in the next couple of months, but I know a lot of people had to hold a lot of notes because of the forbearances and everything.
Dope. Matt, you got something on your screen that says the recording has been stopped. I mean, it's all good. We can still hear you.
Answer you.
But yeah, there's like some letters on your screen that says.
Damn, my camera's trying to Teddy Riley me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna change cameras.
Yeah, you good. Keep going.
Yeah. So all right, so that's with the hard money. We got any questions while I'm doing this real quick?
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah.
Take one or two.
Well, you're hosting it, so you got to put Jamar. Jamar's trying to ask a question. He has his hand raised.
Go ahead, take control real quick.
All right, got you. Jamar, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Going on, Matt.
Yo, what's going on?
The quick question about your experience, or was it experience with hard money or your experience with rehabbing homes? Can you break that down a little bit?
Both, right? So mainly they want to look for your experience with hard money, but if you have investment properties, they will count that also. Just depends on how many properties you own.
Okay. But what about flipped in the past?
Was it in the past 24 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So they'll go back on your resume. So when you guys are applying with lenders, they're going to ask you how many transactions you completed. Most want to see 24 months. Some will go 12 months. But for the most part, if you got experience even 3 years ago, disclose it, right? The more experience you have, even if it's spread out over 10 years, let's say if you did 5 flips or 7 flips in the last 10 years, like you still have experience.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Jamal.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah,
I got a couple, so I'm gonna go to a few more. Is that cool?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Patrice, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hi, I had a question. Outside of flip properties, what other benefits would people use hard money for?
To flip properties. That's it. That's the only, like, it's like a hammer, right? What else are you going to use a hammer for? Just to drill a nail or hit somebody in the head. But like, it's, you know what I'm saying? But like, hard money is a tool, right? That's the main purpose of the tools, to flip a house or get a house to rehab it. It's short-term solution. It's quick funding.
Okay, so not somebody. I see somebody else posted too. Not rehab and holds.
Yeah, you can rehab and hold. So you can use it to rehab the property. You can flip the property or you can hold the property. And that's why you need to refinance out of it and get yourself into an asset-based loan, which I'm going to cover right after I get this camera right.
So you want to refi, Matt, just from my understanding, from talking to the guys that really do hard money a lot, the reason why you don't want to stay in a hard money long term is because the interest rates are so much higher, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the interest rates are much higher. You got 9 to 15%. It's interest only. You know, that can get expensive depending on your loan amount, right? The carrying cost can add up. So you want to get out of it, and it's only a 12-month term. It's going to balloon on you. So you have to go. Hard money is all about getting in and getting out. Whether you flipping it or whether you're going to buy and hold, if you're going to buy and hold or rehab and then hold, you need to know your asset lender. You need to know who's going to be the person that's going to refinance you out of it. You need to know their qualifications. You already have to have that lined up. So it's a seamless transition and you don't get jammed up.
Matt, when you're looking for a hard money lender, are you looking for somebody that is in a close proximity, like somebody that's local, or can we do this anywhere in the United States?
Man, I don't care if they're in Hawaii.
Got you.
You know, they're able to fund.
Perfect. Patrice, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Morgan, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Everybody good.
How are you?
I'm all right. I had a quick question about you guys said earlier, I think it was in a conventional loan for the rehab money for the single families.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know, is there also opportunities to get money or different incentives if you get that single family in an opportunity zone?
If you get the single family in the opportunity zone for investment property, you can use Fannie Mae home style.
Okay.
But it's not like you get like extra money just because it's in an OZ. I mean, the extra money you'll get is in the future, 7, 8, 9 years from now, when people probably start selling, because it's all going to be tax free.
Okay, I got you.
Appreciate it.
Morgan, appreciate you.
Morgan, appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to all the earners.
Yeah, earners is in here.
Yeah, they heavy.
I got like 2 more, Matt. You want to take 2 more and then keep going?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Christopher, you are unmuted. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Just quick question. Could hard money be used for 6 to 10 units or 10 to 15 unit properties?
Depends on who you're talking to. You do have hard money lenders out there that only focus on the big commercial stuff. So yeah, there are opportunities out there, but again, experience. If you have the experience, then you can find financing for anything you want.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, Chris.
Good luck.
Stephanie, we got you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I have a question. I'm trying to figure out how, if you don't own a property currently, and you know how if you have an FHA or a conventional, it can be 3.5 if it's your primary resident. So I'm trying to figure out, if you don't own anything, how do they know it's going to be an investment property if technically it can be your primary if you don't own another property? Does that make sense?
So are you talking about if you're buying with hard money or investment
No,
property
just-
loans, or just FHA and just in general?
Just in general. Like, I know you have to put 15% to 25, like you said, if it's an investment property. But what if I don't own another property and this is my first property? And yes, I do want to look to rent it out later in life. But like, how can I get in with just the 3.5 down versus going in?
Very, very easy and simple. Just live there.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. Buy a multifamily, live in it for a year, and then house hack your life away.
Okay. Perfect.
So you can use FHA as a tool to help you build wealth with real estate. 3.5% down. Right now, credit scores are ranging anywhere between 600 and 640 as a minimum score, just depending on who you're speaking to. So yeah, you can buy owner-occupied multifamily properties with an FHA loan.
And just hold it for a year.
Yeah, just living it for, look, guys, if you want to go ahead and 3.5%, get grant money, do OPM your life away, house hack your life away. The system is designed for you to do it. You just got to play by the rules, and sacrifice that 1 year. 1 year is nothing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ernest, we see Matt. Well, I'm gonna give you the host privileges back. I see there's a lot of questions. We're gonna get to all of them.
Hold before let's take an intermission. So YouTube. Shout out to everybody on YouTube.
Shout out to Prudent Mom for encouraging people to hit the like button.
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
that.
Almost 100.
Shout out to Prudent Mom.
Yeah, if we can get everybody just to take a millisecond and hit the like button, it's extremely free. You won't even burn a calorie. So, but it does actually help. It helps with the algorithm and it helps the channel. So we would greatly appreciate it if you guys can just take a second out of your day and hit the like button. We appreciate that. And
also share this, man. Share this with your community right now. Tell your people you're getting some good knowledge, and tell them to come join the party with us live.
That's a fact. And once again, if people are just joined us, they might be wondering like who's on the Zoom call. So this is an open enrollment. Once a month, we do an open class, just showcasing EYL University. We do this stuff every single week.
Mm-hmm.
We did a hard money class. We do all kinds of different classes. And if you're interested in joining EYL University, you get access to 70 past webinars, weekly webinars, access to our private investment group on Facebook, access to the book and movie club. And then Matt does a bi-weekly real estate session with the group. So
I see people that are asking questions like this. What about NACA? What about Sony Main? We actually have classes.
No, we have a class on everything. We have
all of those.
We got a class on NACA.
You got to be part of this.
We got a class on hard money. We got a class on Section 8. So every single week it's a different class. We got a class on
wholesaling.
Yeah. And a few episodes on that too.
I'm going to be teaching a class soon about saving for your kid, because everybody keeps asking about that. So I'm gonna teach a class about that, about how to invest money for your kids. So yeah, the price is going up tomorrow.
Yeah,
the price is going up tomorrow. So if you want to take advantage of, this is the lowest price it'll ever be. I'll put the information in here. The code is earners. And yeah, we would love to see you on the other side. But Matt, I had a question. Somebody said house hacking. You said that. Can you just explain for people that might not be familiar what house hack? Because we always want to make sure that everybody is taking part of the conversation. We don't want to leave anybody behind.
Yeah, there was a few people like, oh man, this sounds a little advanced. So let's slow it down just a little bit.
What is house hacking?
All right, guys. So look, house hacking could be a variation of different things, right? Many people have different definitions for it. So when I speak of house hacking, I'm more so saying building a real estate portfolio using, minimum down payments, right? Using an owner occupied strategy, staying in the house for 1 or 2 years, start off with a 4-family, FHA, 3.5% down, refinance in a year, out of the FHA into a conventional loan, move out of the house, go buy another property, 3-family, 3.5% down, live in it for a year to 2, then repeat the cycle. Go to a 2-family. So you go 4, 3, 2, 1. If your area does not have a lot of 4 families or triplexes, then go duplex, right? It can work either which way. You can also house hack by getting a single family and having roommates, right? Renting out your rooms. I know folks who live in a basement and Airbnb their homes, right? There's many different ways to house hack to live for free. You just have to pick a strategy that works best for you. This stuff is like real estate investing or just running a business, period. I think personally is unique to you. It's like your fingerprint, right? You got to do what's best for you. At the end of the day, everybody's going to have an opinion. Run your business as you see fit. Pick your lane of what you want to go in and just go do it. You know, if you don't have the capital to do 20% down, 30% down, you can only do 3.5. Great. Do it. There's options. You know, you can get grants to help you with down payment. You got programs like Sony Made, like you mentioned just a little while ago, where you can get down payment assistance. And these things are available all over the country. You just have to know where to look. You have to work with the right team of real estate professionals, realtors, loan officers, and use Google. And Google this stuff. It's right there at your fingertips. So there's many different options, and there's many different ways where people can get in the game and house hack and build up a portfolio in a couple of years. I've seen it time and time again.
Yeah.
Matt, you said a lot of important people just now in what you were saying, but if I'm a first-time investor, like who should be on my team? Like what players should I be putting on my team if I'm going into the investment game?
So I think if you're buying real estate, period, you should have a loan officer or, you know, a mortgage guy, mortgage girl, right? You need a realtor, you need a wholesaler, you need a contractor. You know what I'm saying? You need attorneys, very important. You definitely need attorneys. Even if your state is not an attorney state, you still need an attorney just in case someone's going to sue you, right? You need property managers. If you're investing out of state, you need someone who can help manage those properties. Man, you need a CPA. Let's talk about that for a second, because remember, this is a whole wealth play, right? This is about generational wealth, and you need to have your CPA. You need to have an estate plan. You need to be able to have these things together, because if you're going to be out here buying real estate, you need to be able to pass it down, right? We're working hard out here to acquire this knowledge, to acquire this wealth that we all have opportunity to get. Yo, make sure you do it right, man. Get your estate plans, get your insurance, get everything that you need. And that needs to be a part of your team, right? It's not just about, can I go buy some houses? You know what I mean? You need to have everything come full circle.
Dope. Just all right. So you want to keep going with your slides, or you want to take some more questions?
No. Let me keep going so we can wrap this up. I can wrap this up in like 5 minutes.
All right,
go ahead.
All right, so look. I see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, you good.
All right, great. So let's get on to asset base, right? So a lot of people in the comments on YouTube, earners asking about the BRRRR strategy: buy, renovate, refinance, rent, and repeat, right? So this is the most important part of that BRRRR strategy is your refinance, okay? Your asset-based lender. You need to find your asset-based lender. EYL private Facebook group, no worries. I'm going to put it in the group so that way you guys have direct access to it, all right? Minimum credit score, 660 to 680. No income verification is needed. So no W-2s, no pay stubs, no bank statements, none of that stuff like a conventional loan. Only rental income is used to qualify for the loan. Closed 30 to 45 days. All right. 30-day of ownership seasoning. Very important. So if you buy, a home at a foreclosure auction, you use hard money, it needed a light fix up, you can be in and out of that project 30 days, refinance into an asset-based loan. No seasoning, no problem, as long as the rental income is enough for the owner to make at least 20% profit, right? DSCR. We'll have a class on that at EYLU about DSCR. 5 7-year arms and 30-year terms are available. So you can do a 5-year, 7-year adjustable rate, or you can do a 30-year fix. 20% down for purchase price for a purchase, 75% for a rate and term refinance, 70% for a cash out refi. Now, this is for 1 to 4 family properties. So you can, with an asset-based loan, if you have 20% down and you want to buy a multifamily, you can put 20% down. If you want to refinance out of your hard money, this 75% right there is the key, right? You can go a rate and term up to 75% LTV. So remember, guys, in that example I gave earlier, you purchase the price for the property for 50,000. You put 15,000 rehab into it. So that's 65,000. So if we can do a rate and term refinance, I want you guys to put in the comments, if my max LTV is 75%, what amount can we go up to? What's the max loan amount? Let's see if you guys are paying attention. YouTube, let's see if y'all paying attention. Put that in the comments for me, right? If your LTV on a rate and term refinance is 75, you pay 50, 15K of rehab, what's your maximum loan amount to be up to? Put it in the comments. All right, 70% cash out refinance. And I guess everybody's slow with the math today.
Yo, Matt, man, it's quarantine.
The earners got some numbers for you.
Yo, I can't see it on the earners, but in YouTube they slow as molasses.
Yeah, the earners is really smart people. I just barely made algebra. Back to me to do these formulas, no calculator.
Yo, where's Derek Falcon at, man?
Quick math, baby. Quick math. You got to know the numbers, kid. Like Derek Falcon said, you got to know your numbers.
Got to know your numbers. That's
if you
a fact.
don't know your numbers, how you going to analyze a deal?
Oh, there we go. YouTube running up the numbers now. There we go.
Okay, finally, YouTube. Finally. I don't know if it's a delay on my device.
Nah, they definitely was delayed, bro. Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube, but shout out to the earners.
Somebody said I'm counting my fingers.
All right, so you could close in the LLC name. Investment properties only, like I said. Rent-ready properties, very important. You cannot do an asset-based loan if it needs rehab, it won't work. It needs to be rent-ready. It doesn't have to be rented. You can use market rents to help qualify for the refinance or the purchase. It doesn't have to be rented, but it has to be rent-ready, right? You can use long-term and short-term rental income to help you qualify as well.
So,
right?
Matt, was the answer to the question 75,000?
Yeah, 75,000. That was the answer.
Okay.
75% LTV. Shout out to everybody who said 75,000. There was a few on YouTube, but a lot of them was way off. Right? A lot of them was way off. I ain't gonna call y'all out by name, but geez, man.
It's all good. Nah, it's all good. That's all good. That's why you need a loan officer.
Yo, man.
That's why you need a mortgage guy or a mortgage girl. Holla at us, right? So look, this is the most important part of the presentation to me, right? Why should you buy and invest, right? This is especially in today's time, right? We have a lot going on with the race war and everything. So we got to really understand where we came from and why we need to take pride in ownership, right? I see a lot of people on the internet talking about never buy a single family home, never do this, never do that. Look, screw everybody, right? We got to take pride in ownership. Own some shit. I don't care if you own primary residence. If you just want to rent your whole life, go own some investment properties. There's plenty of places where you can go for cheap and get some investment properties, but we got to take pride in this ownership, right? Generational wealth in real estate is the number one source of generational wealth in America. It's proven fact, but we've been through Jim Crow laws, redlining, systemic racism. We've been through so much, and our ancestors been through so much to get us to the right to where we can really go in any hood, right? Any hood and buy. Right? Money is available for us, right? They tried to redline us 40, 50, 60 years ago, but they can't stop us now, right? Any way you put it, they can't stop us. They're going to try to still do the BS, but look, we control this, man. I'm telling you, we're lending billions and billions of dollars to people. People, come get your piece of it because our people fought for this right for us to be sitting here today, to be able to talk about this. They fought for this. You got to really think about that. So when you guys are sitting on the sidelines, just think about, you got people that came way before you to get us to where we are. And if you look at the Black home ownership rate, it increased by 4% year over year, but we got so much room to grow. Like our peers, 65%. You know what I'm saying? We at 44%, but we got a lot of people out here looking rich, but a lot of people still ain't owning stuff. We got to take pride in this ownership, man. Our neighborhoods are the opportunity zones. If we don't gentrify our own hoods, we can't complain about it. We now have the knowledge, the expertise. We have people that look just like us that can assist you with home ownership, whether it's investing, whether it's buying a primary residence, whatever it is, right? We have these opportunities in front of us. So please don't take this for granted, guys. We owe it to our ancestors to be owners. The only way we combat racism is if we go out here and own some shit, right? We can't change nothing if we're not owners. If we're always going to have that consumer mentality and not own our stuff, then we're never going to change anything. We have the best, like our black dollar is crazy. We got to start putting this into our own neighborhoods and really going out here and start buying. So that's all I got to say.
All right,
y'all know how to catch me.
Let's take some questions. Let's take some questions. Yeah,
man, gentrify your own hood before them people do it.
So,
Tiana, we coming to you.
What's going on?
Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Oh, I got the dream team. Amen.
Appreciate it.
Wow. I had a question. I put it in the chat. So I own my own home already. And someone told me, I know each mortgage company got different things going on, but MG, I know you know all the ins and outs. Is there any loan programs out here for investors, like these asset-based loans that allow you to put down 5 to 10 or 15%, or is like the standard always 20 to 25?
That's the standard. You know,
Okay.
with investing, they're going to want to see more skin in the game, especially if you go on multifamily. You definitely have to put more skin in the game.
Okay, got to get my cake up.
That's it. It's here for you. Let's get it.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Rich Parker, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Rich, you there?
Rich, you there? Maybe not.
Oh, that's
Maybe
my
not.
guy. That's our guy too. Be Hard, we coming to you.
Be hard.
Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hey, Smooth. Hey, forgive me, fellas. My daughter just came downstairs. Hey,
All good. What's
What's
going
up
on?
to her?
I know. Hey, so my question, MG, when you go, what do you need prepared when you come on. What do you need prepared before you when you're reaching out to a hard money lender? What do you?
He want to know what you want to need to have prepared before you go to a hard money lender.
I mean, basically your money and your team. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to have your capital. You got your down payment. You got your closing costs. You got your reserves if you need it. You got money to start your rehab. You have your capital, right? You have your credit score 620 to 660. And do you have a contractor? You know, that's kind of the main things. LLCs, you can get an LLC the day you find the house. So LLCs is not like, you don't need to have an established LLC. A lot of people think that, and it's not true. You don't need an established LLC. LLC could be 1 day old.
I bet, because I already got all that established. I did this. I've been watching, EYL and you guys, man, for the last couple of months. So I done established my LLC. I got my website, got my EIN number, got my DUNS done. I got all that established, and it's just ironic that I actually got laid off during this process. But I do have some reserves saved up, and also in my own home, I got like $80,000 worth of equity in it right now. But however, I just want to know if I'm going to an auction, do I establish a relationship with the hard money lender beforehand, or I mean, it'll be too late.
Absolutely. You can't go to the auction without knowing where you're going to have your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you gotta have your ducks in a row before you go to that auction. And once you go to that auction, you gotta be ready to pull the trigger.
All right. Bet that. Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you, B Hart.
Thank you, B Hart.
Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Vincent.
Yeah, Vince, what up?
On the super chat.
Hey, Rich, I saw you came on, man. Put your hand back up so we can get your question in. Bobby, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Fellas, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up?
So I wanted to know, for someone like myself, married, kids, got my own home and all that, what is the best route to acquiring a rental property out of, what's been shared? Is it that conventional loan? Like, what would you guys recommend for first rental property?
I mean, for your first, if you're looking to be a landlord and build a portfolio, then I would say start with the highest number you can get. If you can get a 4-family and it's in an area where you and your family are comfortable living, living there, go get a 4-family if your market allows it.
Okay.
And definitely use FHA. FHA will probably be the best route because you can do 3.5% down.
Yeah, my only concern, I guess, would be just the process of having to live in the space and that be adequate for, like, schooling with my kids, things like that. You know what I mean? So just trying to figure ways around that works for me and my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely understand that. And that's why I opened up saying if you guys are comfortable with it.
Yeah, we spoke about that. If you guys haven't listened to our podcast number 11 with Matt, you're doing yourself a tremendous disservice. That was an excellent classic episode.
Changed the game.
Changed the game a lot. Changed the game a whole lot. And one of the things he actually spoke, that's actually what he spoke about as far as the house hacking strategy. The reason why he was saying go from four units home to 3 units to 2 units to 1 unit is that, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, for the banks, they have to see an improvement in neighborhood in order for you to, get the new loan. So it's like by moving down, it's like the 3-unit home in a slightly better neighborhood is like the same price as a 4-unit home in the neighborhood that's a little bit worse. But now you're working your way up and it makes sense to the bank. It makes sense like, all right, you're refinancing, you're taking your money out. And now by the time you get to your single family home, your dream home,
right,
you got 3 other properties with probably like 12 doors or something like that, that's paying for your mortgage. As opposed to what most people do is that they start out with their dream home that they can't afford, and now you're struggling to pay a mortgage.
Yeah.
And now you just caught yourself in a trap. Whereas if you and like what we said on the podcast is like, of course you don't want to move to the worst neighborhood in the world, but slightly.
Yeah. There's got to be some factors.
Slightly dangerous. It's never hurt anybody.
but even with the slightly dangerous, and that's important too, Matt, because you know what I'm saying? It's like, there has to be some factors. If I have a family, if you don't have a family, like you might have a fiance or something like that, you should be taking those type of risks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get the 3 or 4 family where you're living in it. And then, like you said, get the dream home when you get down to 1. But like if there's circumstances like Bobby's saying he has some kids, those things you got to look into that too.
You have to look into that. You have to, again, there's nothing wrong with buying that single family. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to, you want to build a portfolio, I think it's a small sacrifice to make to get started with as little money as possible down. Like you can go to the 4-family, live in it for a year and just go buy your 1-family right out if you wanted to, right? But that's the easiest route to build up those doors.
Appreciate you. CJ, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Slightly dangerous.
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Question about house hacking. So I bought a single family dwelling with my VA loan. Then I refinanced it to a conventional loan. So how long do I have to wait to try to use my VA loan to buy a owner-occupied multifamily?
So how long have you in total lived in this house again? Say that again.
How long did I live in the house that I bought?
Yeah. How long have you been in there now?
About to be 2 years.
2 years. I mean, look, if you met your occupancy requirement for this property, you already met the occupancy requirement. So I would say you can go buy your multifamily using your VA loan now, as long as it makes sense, and you're going to live there. So when you're going for that 1-family, like Rashad just said, does it make sense for you to go down to the hood? Like you're going from the picket white fence to now to the hood for the 4-family, you're going to live there. Like that doesn't make sense, right? But so you got to make it make sense for an underwriter to believe it, because underwriters are not stupid. They understand that people want to buy investment properties using these loans. And they're going to look and see where you live right now. Google Maps and all of that is easy to access your current address and see how your neighborhood looks versus the one you're going to, right? So just keep that into consideration. But if all ducks check out, then yeah, you can definitely do it if it checks out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, CJ.
you, brother.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go back to my boy Rich. Rich, you unmuted. Unmute yourself.
Oh,
well,
there you go. What's up, Rich?
No.
Oh, then he's there too.
Damn, again.
Yeah, he's unmuted. I'm not sure what's going on.
Jamal Thomas.
Jamal, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted, bro.
What's good? What's good? What's going on?
Everything
What's up,
good?
my brother?
Matt, what's good, Playboy? How you doing?
You know, I'm alive and blessed, man. How you?
I'm doing the same, man. Hey,
My
listen,
guy.
I got a quick question. So, I'm looking to do an asset-based refi, and I wanted to ask. So, I have tenants in a single-family property. I used to claim the property I used to file the taxes as my primary residence, but this year I'm filing it as my, as a rental property. Will I be able to what's the time frame as far as documentation that you need for leases for you to be able to, I guess, get approved?
Very good question. So you're moving.
Hold the mic. Hold the mic.
Matt.
So 2019, you're claiming rental income for 2019 on your taxes?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
I mean, do you have a history on your tax returns of showing it? Of just in general, just rental income?
No. This would be my first year.
Yeah, first year. I mean, if it's your departing residence, I could probably get away with it because it is your departing residence. I just got to look at everything to make it make sense. But if not, worst case, then I won't be able to use it, and it'll be 2 years.
It'll be 2 years. Okay, so next
Worst
year.
case.
Worst
Yeah.
case scenario. All right,
Correct.
cool. All right, so I mean, I never lived in the actual property, so I always had it rented. But this would be the first year that I actually as an actual rental property.
See no evil, hear no evil, my brother.
That's what I like to hear.
See no evil, hear no evil, my brother.
My God.
Don't rat on yourself.
Yeah, come on, man.
6'9" took the stand.
Stop telling.
Telling on yourself, man.
See no evil, hear no evil.
Appreciate you, bro.
Say less, my guy.
Khadijah, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yes, I have two questions, if I could ask. I put one in the chat. I'm currently managing 8 doors, and I want to know if you guys could recommend any web-based property management software. Right now, I'm using QuickBooks Online, and I've used the desktop version in the past, but I want to stay web-based.
There's a couple. I'll put that in the group too.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
So I'll put that in the Facebook page.
Okay. Thank you. And then my second question, I want to refinance my primary residence. Right now, I have a conventional loan, and I'm not really sure about the process to make sure I do it properly.
So you want to refinance your conventional loan right now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's easy. We can definitely talk about that offline. I'll put my number in the chat, or Troy, somebody put my number in the chat for them, and then just shoot me a text and we can get on the call and talk about that in the morning.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Shout out to all the earners. I love the earners.
Appreciate you, Khadijah. Appreciate you, Matt. There's a question. Somebody said, what are the effects of financing for those who did forbearance?
So if you did a forbearance plan, and let's just say you did the forbearance, but you still was making your mortgage payments, because some lenders will put you in the forbearance plan, even if you just called just to inquire, right? But you probably didn't even realize that they put you in the plan. You still made your payments, you can refinance, or you can buy and use conventional financing with no issues. If you did not make payments, you will have to reinstate your loan and make 3 consecutive payments. So if you reinstated July 1st, you got to pay July, August, September, and then October, you'll be eligible to close on a deal. And that's if your loan is owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac also. If the loan is not owned, then I would highly recommend you call your lender and see exactly what's their options for you once you come out of forbearance. A lot of them should have their plans within the next week.
So let's do this. Because we said we was going to do a cash giveaway. So we're gonna give away $1,000. We're gonna do
shit. How do I what the hell? Like what?
You ain't get that text?
Nah, I ain't get that text. I ain't get that one. Let me put my name in the hat too.
So we're gonna do 4 different people though. We're gonna do 2 people on EYL University, and then 2 people on YouTube. And like I said,
a stack apiece.
No. 250
apiece.
Oh, okay. Let's be clear here.
No. But yeah,
clarity.
And like I said, man, this is EYL stimulus pack, and it's just really just to show this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy, man. It's just to show our appreciation for the 18 months of support that we get. Anytime we can show love, we can show love. So
yeah, man,
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm actually gonna do it live too, so y'all can know it's no cap in the rap.
No caps in your rap.
No caps in my rap. Everything is all facts. That actually rhymes. No caps in my rap. It's all facts. So yeah. Drop your drop your Cash App, and then I'm gonna do 2 people right now, and then at the end, at the very end, because we still got a few more questions. At the very end, I'm gonna do 2 more people. So
who you going with first? You going YouTube first?
Both.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna do one on YouTube right now, one on EYLU, and then we gonna.
So let me pick one. Let me pick one of these on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
Let me pick one on YouTube. Let me see some Cash Apps, man. All right. So the one that stands out to me first, there's a couple of them, right? So let's go with
Yo, it's got 35 new messages.
It's like 100,000 of these shits going. Wait, hold on, y'all need to slow down. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pick this one right here. It says Anasia 2021. ANI.
Oh, what is it? Spell it.
ANI. Damn, where'd it go? Yeah, ANISHA. 2021. Keep moving, man. Slow down, y'all.
ANISHA 2021.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the one from EYL University?
Anisha. 2021. Congratulations.
I mean, it's so many. Let's go with who's this? Let's go Felicia Bridges.
Yeah, right there.
Shout out to Felicia Bridges.
Yeah, I'm gonna just copy it. You know what, Felicia? I'm just copy your thing, and I'm gonna just text it to Shai right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna play.
So carry on, and then I'll do another one. Like I said, in a few minutes. I'll do another one in a few minutes. At the very end of the situation. But
Felicia, text it to me too, and I'll send it to them as well.
Yeah, he got it right now.
No, I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
We ain't playing.
And and like I said, love is love. And this is, like I said, this is just, we have a lot of fun. That's the thing about financial literacy. I think, we don't take ourselves too serious. We have a lot of fun with it. And EYL University is no different. It's a welcoming community. All of the earners have fun, and we learn and we connect and we build, and
it's cool. We're making it cool.
It's an environment. It's a whole environment.
It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, for sure. So yes, EYL University, 70 past webinars, weekly webinars, access to our private real estate group, Facebook group, all for $199. That's it has to go up. They told me it has to go up. So that's why.
You know how many messages have come? This is y'all ain't charging.
They told me
y'all ain't charging enough.
So this is the last day, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The price is going up. So if you're interested in joining, click the link. I'm putting it in the chat right now, and use the code earners for 40% off.
Yeah.
And
shout out to the people who are joining right now. I see some people like, yo, just signed up. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out
we
to
appreciate y'all.
Shout out to all the new earners. Do we have them? What's this weekend? Movie? Or are we doing
it's break bread. It's break bread with you. Yo, let me tell you something about the earners. Let me just your break bread session. So every other weekend, me and Matt switch off. We do a book club, and then Matt breaks bread. His break bread session when he's talking about real estate was so good. I got 6 text messages as it was happening, like, yo, we need to have this every other weekend. Can we alternate? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, it's crazy. It's that much information, and the amount of people that are coming in and just sharing and being vulnerable and getting knowledge in a very new way. We had somebody give a testimony like, yo, you know what? This is so good because like I'm only telling people about my goals. Right now we're doing the 12-week year, and one of the things is we have to set goals. And it was like nobody gets to judge me. They don't know anything about me. They just know my goals, and they're trying to hold me accountable to doing that. And I think that's so dope because like everybody's an accountability partner. So like that's what we're doing on this side. So everybody on YouTube, we can't wait to have y'all on the other side on the Zoom side. My earners in here going crazy right now.
What is the break bread? Can you explain the break bread session real quick?
So the break bread session is basically it's a buyer consultation with like 100 people, right? That's the best way I can describe it. We're talking about people who are asking questions about deals that they're working on or stuff that they want to do. We're analyzing properties, what's the best structure, strategies, tax strategies, investing strategies when it comes to like trust or estates and things of that nature. I mean, it's a full blown out convo about real estate for 2 to 2.5 hours. And it's not supposed to last that long, FYI.
Going on.
Like it's really not supposed to last 2.5 hours. It's supposed to be like an hour, but it's like 2.5 hours deemed and proclaimed now. Like every like break bread or the movie or book club is like 2+ hours. And it's like you don't even feel like you're on it for 2+ hours. So yeah, man, y'all need to be a part of this.
Shout out to the earners, man. Shout out to Janet. I see Janet's in here. Shout out to Arthur. I seen Arthur's in here.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Sabrina. I see she's in here. They be
Shout
going
out to
crazy.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
Let's take a few more questions. And I sent the money. I sent the money just now to both of those. And how do you pronounce this?
Anisha.
Anisha.
Sorry if we butchering your name.
And Felicia.
Yeah.
The money has been sent.
No need for confirmation.
Shout out to M. Bailey on the super chat. All right, we'll take a few more questions.
Oh, wait, Norma, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Norma, you've been unmuted. Unmute yourself.
I did. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
We hear you perfectly.
We hear you.
Welcome.
Hey, Norma.
Hello. How's everybody? Hope you guys are well. So,
how are you?
I'm great. Good to be here. So I would like to go back to the question that was put to you, Matt, regarding the FHA, and you spoke about quickly the strategy of buying 4 properties and the 3, then the 2, then the 1. If you want to buy, let's say in the Philly market, and you want to make sure that you take advantage of, let's say, the grant money, and I think you had said like the home style and FHA. How do you make sure that you're able to take advantage of all that and find the appropriate lender for that?
You have to interview, right? I think people, one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is that they go to the bank that they bank with first, right? And I don't think and I'm not trying to bash any of the big banks. This is not that conversation, but let's call a spade a spade. A lot of loan officers are just order takers at these bigger institutions. It's a numbers game. So if you don't choose the right loan officer and they don't understand your real estate goals and have the programs that can help you grow your portfolio, again, it's about relationships, right?
Right.
Let's call a spade a spade. 95% of you have no clue what bank I work for. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter who I work for, right? It's me. It's that person, right? So there's tons of loan officers out there that have great knowledge and that can help you. You just got to interview. You got to ask them questions that you already know the answers to. And I think that's the easiest tip that I can give anybody watching this tonight. You want to interview people? I don't care if they're a CPA, a contractor, mortgage guy, real estate agent. Ask them questions you already know answers to and see how they answer them, right? And if you're comfortable with the answers to stuff you already know, then you can probably trust them a little bit more and fill them out. But if they answering the easy stuff wrong, then that's not the one.
Right.
And pay attention. Ask them. See if they're even asking you about your goals, your short, your long-term goals. That's another thing you want to pay attention to people's conversation. Are they just really worried about this one transaction to make a commission? Or are they really trying to dig deeper and see, all right, how can we really take you from house 1 to house 10 if that's your goals?
And when you want to just generate that short list of people to interview, but you want to make sure that they have the type of products that you're interested in, like the rehab loan and FHA. How do you put that short list together? Am I asking the right question?
Yeah, you asking the right. that you definitely asking the right question. You just asking what products do they have access to? Do you have you don't even need to know the names, right? You just got to ask them, can you do loans for investors? Can you do investor loans that need rehab? Can you do primary residence loans with rehabs? You know, simple questions like that. And they'll be able to tell you, okay, yes, yes,
Okay.
no, no. And if they're telling you no to the most important stuff that you want to have your loan officer have, you know, in their toolkit or their tool belt, so to speak, then if
Right.
they don't have those tools, then you can't work with them. If they only have one tool, a hammer, how they gonna build your house?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Big fact.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Norma.
Thank you.
Okay.
Richard Shimmer, I'm not sure if he's on auto. He's just sending the same message, but love is love. I'm not. Yeah, it's a lot of the same messages being. Appreciate your support, brother.
Yo, Jarrell, you unmuted, bro. I mean, just
I'm seeing it right now. Yo, he got to get blocked, yo.
yo,
You know
yo,
you can
man,
block
you
on
notorious
YouTube,
for
right?
blocking, man. You are notorious.
Hello?
Gotta
Jarrell,
get
what's
rid of
up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, everything good, man.
All right. I had a question. So I recently bought a foreclosed property and I have the deed for it, but now I'm in the process of trying to renovate it. And I don't know, should I take out a loan and renovate it or just, you know, build it, you know, with some people I know that know how to build? Or should I just go with a contractor?
I mean, by people you know, I mean, are they licensed? Are they insured?
I don't think so, but they do know how to work. But yeah, I'm just
Man,
trying to figure out which route to go. It's my first
look,
investment.
man, I ain't trusting nobody who ain't got no license with my investment. Me personally, I don't care how good you are. If you mess up something, can you pay me? Can I sue you? You know, this is business, man. They can be like a sub, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they can't be like, then this is just me. You're the CEO of your business. You gotta do, you know, what you feel is right, but not for mine. So I don't want that.
So you can't, Pookie and them can't do it?
Said Pookie.
I mean, they can if they working under somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure your business is being handled. You got to be in and out of whatever you're looking to do. You can't be sitting here playing games just to get, you want to give everybody an opportunity, right? But people got to come correct at the same time. They
Matt,
can't want for handouts.
Do you recommend people getting their GC license?
I mean, different strokes for different folks. If you really bought it, and you about to really like rip some walls down and get busy with it, then why not? Right? It's a tool. It can only help you.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Jessica on the super chat. She said, EYL earner, worth it.
Appreciate
that.
Shout out to you.
Felicia.
Hey,
what's going
Thank
on?
you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Troy, Rashad, and Matt for contributing to my next down payment on my investment property.
Oh, no problem. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations, Felicia.
Thanks. But I
The
wanted to
money's
ask,
cleared.
yeah.
So
I
the money came in, right?
Yes, I absolutely have it. Thank you.
No problem.
No problem.
I wanted to ask a question regarding hard money lenders. Do they have a minimum that they loan? So, like, let's say you're trying to get into the Cleveland market. Is that going to be a challenge?
That is definitely going to be a challenge in any market that's below 100K. It's very difficult to get a hard money lender to lend that loan. Very difficult under 100K.
Thank you.
If there are any, I'll definitely post them in the group. Because look, a lot of people ask me that question, and it's just very difficult to find people people will say, look, I'll do 75K, and you bring them a 75K deal, then it's like, oh, this one I can't. Like, it's always an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something. And I get it. Like, the money is no money in it. But you know, it's very difficult. Over 100K is probably where you want to be for hard money.
Thank you, Felicia.
Yeah, somebody said, I think Timmy, she says she's a mother of 5 and she's interested in an EYL sponsorship. So we'll take your word for it. If you have 5 children, we definitely understand that the struggle is real. I have 1 child, and it's been a struggle.
Yeah, we just no joke. We just had a conversation about this, man. Right? Before we came on, we had a whole conversation about presence and availability and accountability, and it was like we always go back and forth about that. But now it's real. It's real. So she wants to sponsor. Yeah, man.
Email us.
Let's email us. Yeah, let's do it.
Email us at info@earnyourleisure. Please, her email. Just don't pull it.
You already know they're gonna try to Netflix it.
Yeah, don't try to pull a shenanigan. Don't try to pull a fast one, man.
I already see the emails. We need to set up a secret code or something like that. Something.
Yo, Antonio, you've been unmuted. Unmute yourself.
What's going on, gentlemen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly.
What's going on, brother?
Matt, quick question. Me and my family own a home outright. I have good credit, good income. We want to refinance to do maybe cash out refinance to invest in property. Do you think that's wise? And another thing is that my father doesn't work anymore, so he's retired, so he doesn't have any income. Is there a way to still refinance his home with that?
First question is is a cash out refinance wise from your primary residence?
Yeah.
Look, it depends on you, right? I'm a fan of taking equity. This is just me personally. I'm a fan of taking equity out of your primary and using that to buy investment property. A lot of people are not comfortable with doing that, right? So you gotta know where you stand. Understand if you do take out this money, it's coming from your home. It's going to increase your monthly obligations, right? So you got to make sure you have a plan and you know exactly what you're doing with that money to repay yourself. So I am a fan of it, but you got to assess, and anybody who's listening to this and thinking the same thing, you have to assess your risk tolerance.
Right.
And understand the pros and the cons. So if that's your only means to invest, then by golly, go ahead and invest, right? Now, can your father refinance without a job? If he's retired, then we would need his retirement income to qualify him.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Antonio.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Somebody
Thank
said,
you.
how can they call? So the what you see the callers that have the Zoom access, those are members of EYL University. So if you want to call, all you gotta do is join EYL University. And like I said, usually the class is not on YouTube. Usually this is just a class, but there's just the Zoom, just the presenter and the Zoom members. And we got all kinds of different people that present for us. Some EYL alumni, some business professionals, all kinds of different stuff. So
yeah, I mean, we had the first time homebuyer class last week. That was official. I mean, we just have classes every week, man. You guys should really join, be a part of the movement. It's a community. The earners have taken over.
Yeah, what's going to happen is like the presentations have so much valuable information, but inside these Zoom chats, like there's so much information that's being shared from the earners themselves. Like they're giving information to each other inside, which is incredible.
Like two more questions.
Yeah, let's do two more.
Hold on, real quick. So people in the YouTube, when do you get access to the Zoom? It gets emailed out to all EYL University members every week. The classes, and it's also posted in the Facebook group. We also posted in the Facebook group as well. And when you get access, once you become an EYL member, go to the Facebook group, request to get in. The admin will verify your email. So typically within 24 to 48 hours after signing up, you will be a part of the Facebook group. When you enter the group, announce yourself, introduce yourself. Don't be quiet. You know, we don't like strangers. We want to know.
I think we're going to change the name of the real estate Facebook group to the investment group, because we're going to start. It already is an investment group. People talk about stocks in there and all that, but we're going to start talking about stocks. Like we have a group chat. Matt's a part of it. Every morning,
quiet member.
Quiet.
He's a quiet member.
Yes.
But every morning we go over stock picks like that we personally do ourselves. So we figure like if we having that conversation amongst ourselves, we might as well have it in the group chat. It's not saying to buy these stocks, but it's just a conversation that we're having. And so we're probably gonna end up start doing that inside of the Facebook group as well.
Let me tell you about this group chat, right? It's nothing but rocket science. You know, you gotta understand what's going on, because these brothers are in here kicking knowledge, and I'm like, yo, listen, give me a few minutes. Like I got
your text is the same thing. Wait, y'all love 50%? Nah, y'all gotta teach me this.
Every text is like, what? You have 400%. Like, just take my money, bro, and put it in the account. What y'all do with it?
Have you learned options yet?
Nah, I don't even have the brain power right now.
Nah. That's the next.
I'm buried in loan applications, man. I'm like
100.
I don't even have the brain power right now.
100 days is count. Let me see if I get this right. Ignacio. Hopefully I said that right. I've been doing pretty good today with the name. Somebody said I'm like they said I'm like a substitute teacher. I just botch everybody's name. But I think I'm doing all right tonight. Did I get it right?
Yo, yeah, you got it right. You hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, my brothers? Matt, what's going on?
My guy, what's popping?
Hey, listen, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all three of you guys. You guys are out here doing the damn thing.
Appreciate you.
I'm down here from Miami, Florida.
Shout out to Miami.
Shout out to you guys, bro, for doing this shit every week. To chime in on what Matt said about the first time buyer class, Matt flipped the screen and showed what was up, what the loan officers show what they see all the time, and nobody's ever done that.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Big ups to Matt.
Hey, see no evil, hear no evil.
Nah, Matt. Hey, I got to put you on because nobody's ever. I never seen that ever,
see
bro.
no
And I've been.
Evil, hear no evil.
Nah, that was a gem right there, bro.
Facts.
Listen, and what I wanted you guys to talk about was when your CPA is trying to big up your income return, and they don't know your real estate goals, and then they put you out of your income to show more debt, and then you won't qualify for any other investment you're trying to do.
Yeah, very true. I mean, if you write off the world, you're done.
Exactly.
You know, and that's why your CPAs. And when Troy asked earlier who should be in your team, I left that for the last. Right, CPA is the most important. This is business at the end of the day, so you need to write CPA. Shout out to Miss Business.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Business.
Yeah, shout out to
Exactly.
Miss Business.
That's all I wanted to say, man. Hey, congratulations to all three of you guys. You guys are kings in my book, man.
What's your experience with EYL University? How would you explain this?
Man, like I've told Matt, me and Matt have talked for a little bit about it. I feel grateful for running into Matt through the DJ Envy interview that he had about 9 months ago, and then I ran into you guys. I've been doing the Market Mondays with Ian. I've been chiming in there, like, you know, just picking game up as you guys drop it in, and it's well worth the money, bro. I hope you guys grandfather us in on the price for some way. You know, I hear you keep saying it's gonna come up or whatever, but
No, if you locked in,
You're there already.
You in. So yeah,
all right.
Your price
All right.
stays the same. Your price stays the same.
Listen, I hope you guys keep this up for years and years, brother. I'm gonna be here with y'all.
Appreciate you,
Appreciate
brother.
that.
Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely worth whatever tag you guys want to put on it, man.
Appreciate
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate that, King.
Thank you.
All
I got that right. All right, here we go.
All right.
Shout out to the earners.
This is the big one.
Let's see who we got. DJ. Wait, this
You got it.
Dwizzy.
There you go. Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
100% today. I passed. There we go.
Hey, real
What's
quick. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I know y'all getting a lot of blessings every time somebody call in. But I'm just thankful too, man. I've been in this group for about 3 weeks now. Been watching on YouTube, seeing the DJ Envy interviews, seeing everything. I just got a quick question for y'all. Right. So I'm from New York City. I called the Bronx courthouse on Monday. They still closed. The Brooklyn courthouse is closed. But I was interested in like trying to figure out what your insight is on going to an auction and buying up a property, knowing that there's people about to lose their homes during this COVID pandemic.
I mean, you asking what's like our moral compass? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, unfortunately, this is the jungle. And there's going to be prey and predator, unfortunately. I don't prey on anyone. Like, if you know someone's on a downfall, you know, I wouldn't like purposely, like, you know what I'm saying, try to do anything to advance that situation. But look, man, people get floor clothes on every day before COVID. You know, it's an unfortunate part of real estate. People lose their homes, and that's why it's important not to over leverage and, you know, prepare properly with reserves and have all your ducks in a row. But bro, once the courthouse opens, it's free game.
Yeah,
it's free game. Unfortunately, you know, people will lose their homes. And I know we talk a lot about making money and building empires, but unfortunately, people lose their homes. So, do you?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate.
Hey, New York, stand up.
Yeah, you know that. You know that.
Shout out to New York in the building.
Yeah, we got a New York verse battle coming up, so we're looking forward to it.
Oh my God, yo, let me tell y'all something, man. You posted something the other day, right, Rashad? And I said to you, you can't have no top anything without Biggie in it, right? You just can't. It's just very.
That's
just
top four.
He did a top four, and it was no Biggie in it. I don't even know who the other four, but you lost me when I didn't see Biggie.
It was Jay, Nas, Kanye West, and Drake.
No. So the top five in my book is Biggie, Jay, Nas, Fab, and Jada. So I am excited about Monday, right? Because two of my top favorite rappers of all times, bar for bar, I don't care what no one say, these two are the most underrated, dopest lyricists that ever came out in the history of rap.
It should be a good one.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Market Mondays is going to be at 6 o'clock.
We're moving it up.
6 p.m.
You have to, bro.
Yeah.
It's a New York thing, y'all. Everybody, we apologize in advance. It's a New York thing. We got to do it.
Yeah, this is 20 plus years of bars.
New York Giants.
It's a 914 thing. It's a New York thing.
New York Giants.
We got to do it.
Live from the 718.
So we're going to do a last Cash App of the night.
Let's do it.
YouTube. I'm going to do one more Cash App for YouTube and then one more Cash App in the EYL University. So as I'm doing that, I guess, Matt, you can answer one more question or just kind of wrap it up if you got any closing words. So
which one you want, man? I can take a question.
Type in your Cash Apps. Type in your Cash Apps now.
Do a question. We answer a question. Then I'll outro and then we out.
All right. Let's see who we got. Damn, she missed.
Get those Cash Apps, YouTube.
Samantha.
You messed up now.
Samantha.
Nope, you're still wrong. Samantha.
I need an apostrophe over the A then, man.
Nah, you don't need no apostrophe.
What's good, bro? What's good? Damn.
All right,
95%.
For Matt. So a lot of people been talking about financing and everything like that. And a lot of people know about the whole life policies and using that cash value as a down payment. And some people do not know about that as it being an asset, because the banks look at that and the mortgage people look at that as an asset instead of a liability. Can you kind of explain on how that process works? And also, can you try to give them an overview of that?
Well, I mean, life insurance, I won't give an overview on that. I mean, Rashad can do that. Also, we have life insurance classes on EYL University. But I can tell you, yes, you are absolutely right. The cash value can be used as an asset because you can borrow from it and use it towards a real estate transaction. So it definitely helps asset-wise. And it's the strategy, right? On the podcast, they've spoken about how people leverage life insurance. I think Walt Disney, that was one of the things you put out there before, with Walt Disney, right?
Yeah.
So life insurance is a tool.
It's a tier one asset. Banks look at it as a tier one asset.
Yeah, it's a tool, and that's why I said, look, you need to have a tax plan, you need to have a estate plan, you need to have life insurance, because if you're buying real estate, you might as well have this. God forbid something happens, and then over time it builds up that cash value. You can use it to leverage.
Yeah, because that's what me and my girl do plan on doing. We feel like saving up money, financing a lot of things through the whole life policy instead of using the bank and paying ourselves back that interest.
Yeah. Whatever tool you have available to use it. Use all the tools, brother. Life insurance is a great tool to use to buy real estate.
Okay, thank you.
Juan, that was a great question, man. Appreciate
No
you.
question.
No problem.
I did the Cash App. The YouTube Cash App was Shauna W3, Shona W3. And in Instagram, it was Erica.
EYL University.
I mean, EYL University was Erica Moncrief. Erica Moncrief. So those, yes. So we gave away $1,000 tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We did it.
Love it.
You'll get a TV. You'll get a TV. It's like Oprah. It's like Oprah for the streets.
Word. This was Oprah vibe for real.
Oprah for the streets,
Big
ladies
facts.
and gentlemen. Yes. So once again, we want to thank all you guys for tuning in to the open enrollment of EYL University. We would love to have all you guys as members of EYL University. You get 70 courses, past courses, weekly webinars, access to our investment group, access to the Breaking Bread Real Estate every other week, access to the Book and Movie Club, all for the extremely undervalued price of $199 for the entire year. That price is going up tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested, you can click the link, EYLUniversity.com, and enter code EARNERS for the annual discount, 40% off. And we will see you on the other side. Matt, closing words for the people.
Shout out to everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Most importantly, YouTube, MG the Mortgage Guy. Thank you guys for listening to me rant for an hour and a half. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm looking forward to help you with your real estate goals. Reach out to me. If you DM me on Instagram, you will be talking to the autoresponder, just FYI. Don't have a conversation with the autoresponder. All right.
Yeah, and please like this video on YouTube. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Yes, like it, share it, contact me on the live. Apply, hit the links in my YouTube, in my Instagram bio to apply if you're ready to apply for financing. If you want a second opinion on your deal, any events, classes, seminars that I'm doing is also you can find in the link in my bio. MGthemortgageguy.com is coming next month, so you'll be able to have everything there that you need from me. And again, EYL, man, you already know what it is, guys.
Yeah,
they saying the price is shown at $349. You got to enter the code EARNERS. That's why I'm putting it in. You go and you enter code EARNERS amongst checkout. It's a code that says EARNERS with an S at the end, and then that lowers it by 40%.
Appreciate you, Joseph Brown. Appreciate you on the super chat. You said you love you, gentlemen, for educating.
YouTube, hit that super chat up. YouTube, hit that super chat up too, man. Show these guys.
Oh yeah, somebody sent you a super chat. Somebody sent us a super chat, and I forgot to read it.
It was I'm gonna tell you.
Shout out to them. It says something about Matt needs to start a workbook or something like that. It's not up there anymore.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
I hope they didn't get offended.
I think I screenshotted that one. I can tell you who that was because I said, oh, this is clutch. This was Anja Face, ANGA Face 1. She said, Matt, you should put out a real estate team building questionnaire booklet so we can be armed to interview them either for free or sell it. I would get that. That's gold. Double exclamation point and gold in caps.
Yeah.
Coming to EYL sooner than later.
Make sure you check out the episode with Derek.
Episode
Grace.
86.
Derek Grace is out right now. That's on fire.
Crazy.
That's our fastest moving episode to date.
Yeah, you gotta like it, subscribe, comment, rate it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prince Donnell. I've seen his podcast is up to number 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prince.
Why not just control the charts? Let's get Earn Your Leisure up there in the top 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully not 2.
Let's not. No, let's do it. Like all of you guys are tuning in. Tell your friends. Go watch that EYL. Listen to it on iTunes, Spotify, all the channels. Let's make them number 1. There's no reason why EYL is not number 1. Let's do it, man.
Shout out
From your mouth to God's ears.
Shout out to Tyrone on the super chat.
Shout out to Prince Donnell.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this will also be saved on YouTube. If you missed any part of it within like 20 minutes, it should be saved on YouTube so you can watch the whole thing in its entirety. Matt, thank you for enlightening our community as you always do. Thank you for your advocacy. Appreciate it.
No doubt, guys. I appreciate y'all.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right,
Hug
brother.
somebody, love somebody, reach out to somebody. Love is love. We'll see y'all.
Peace.
Peace.